Hi, it's Scott from Scott Phillips Trading here, and today I want to talk about the stock market and where we are, because we're at an absolutely fascinating inflection point. Now, if we look at longer term view of the market, we have these old-time highs, we have the scary drop down into the start of the year, and then we have this sort of magic elevation, never-ending rally where every small pullback was bought, and now we're back pretty much where we started at the old highs. Now, at the old highs, the bears, there should have been some profit taking. Everyone who was long all this rally, it makes perfect sense to take some profit, and the perfect place to take profit is at the old highs. So we should expect some selling driving the price down. Now, the big question is, as this price goes down, we should by definition see dip buyers step in, because there's a bunch of people who saw this rally and didn't have the guts to get long and wish there was a decent dip to buy. Now, where will they buy? They'll probably buy around here, around here, around here. They'll be looking for any place to buy. Now, we're seeing some worrying signs in this rally. So we have a retest of the highs here. So at this point, we can reasonably expect a move at least to around here, and we've got that move. Now, where should we see a bounce? We should have seen a bounce at the lower Bollinger Band. That's normally where you see a bounce. We saw a bounce, we saw a bounce, we saw another bounce, and we've seen another bounce, but these bounces are not resulting in buying pressure. So we are seeing some worrying signs here, and in particular this last bar here is an outside bar. So an outside bar is a bar with a higher high and a lower low than the previous bar, and outside bars are the bars of confusion and both longs and shorts getting faked out of their position. So you imagine that you saw the market like this. This looks like a great place to buy the dip, right? You might buy the break of the high, you might buy the close, and then you think you're safe and you put a stop loss here, and then what happens is, bam, you get stopped out on your stop loss and then it closes up at the highs. So even though you had the right idea of getting long, or if you thought this is a good dip buying opportunity and I might get short on a break of here, both the longs and the shorts got effectively screwed out of their positions here. So what's the implication of that? The implication of that is that we have new traders in the marketplace. So the traders from here, if you were short from here or short from here, you have a lot of profit in it. Little daily bounces are going to upset you. If you were long from all the way back here or here, a little wiggle isn't going to upset you. But if you get long today, a little wiggle is really going to upset you. So what the market becomes is unstable after an outside bar. Now, at the start of the week, we have a significant gap down. There's some geopolitical trade war stuff, which isn't as significant as the news media is making out, but whatever. And so where are we in terms of a rough roadmap? We should be going up here. The fact that we are not is highly significant. It pulls the short-term bull thesis into question, and it probably indicates that we're going to maybe try and fail to go up and end up further down. I don't know how far. If this down move gets some momentum, this could really fake the bulls out of their position and to turn into something more. But for now, the highest long-term probability is that we have a pullback and then eventually break these highs. If we break these highs here, you absolutely want to be long. There's absolutely no question that there is significant amounts of short interest here. Plenty of people shorted this rally, shorted it here, shorted it all the way up. If we go up here, those people have to cover, and that will fuel an extremely strong rally. By the same token, the people who got long here, who hated it in December but now love it in March, are going to find themselves very nervous if this dip gets any further. So we're at a fascinating inflection point. It's a really great time to follow the markets. You can get more at scottphillipstrading.com.